So I am 7 months post book launch, and the reviews are coming in, and the feedback, and people are resonating with my story. And it's beyond validating for me right now. It's more like when you truly do something as an artist, as someone who's obedient to their calling in life, when you do it without any expectation or anticipation of what it's going to become, it feeds your soul. I wrote this book, Just Be Unmasking and Becoming Human Again, for my soul because I was having a dark night of it. And Spirit told me, just tell your story and encourage others to do the same. And so far along this journey, I have met so many men and women at that, who have been inspired to write their stories, to tell their truths. And that's all I was doing. I just wanted to share what has happened to me and put it somewhere, like archive it. So it was more so like me expressing how I did what I did to survive this thing called life, and how I'm continuing to do that. And along this year, I have continued to unpack and elevate and stay still and explore and question. The work doesn't stop. The book is done, but the work doesn't stop. And so I keep reaching different doorways, different elevations, pivoting, sitting with the discomfort of my becoming. And I'm reading this book now called Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss. Now, she is a teacher that I've studied, and I purchased a few of her other books, but the Sacred Contracts one really resonates with me because I'm a practitioner of different types of systems and intelligences to help people understand and remember who they are. And so in this book, she had mentioned, because she blends science and spirituality, which I love. In this book, she had mentioned a teacher, a great teacher, I think it was Ram Dass, talking about how he interpreted in the Bible where Jesus says, "In my Father's house, there are many rooms." And when you are on a spiritual awakening journey, you're going to go through many different levels and elevations and descensions of this journey. And sometimes you got to stop on the climb and look around and look at how far you've come. And so this is where I am right now in my life. I'm stopping and I'm looking around at where I've come. And I realize that in those rooms in my Father's house are the chambers and the doorways that I've entered into, that I wrote about in the book, whether it was numerology or astrology or studying ancient aliens or understanding generational trauma or putting boundaries up. Like, there were so many things in my book. It is a hodgepodge of how I unmasked and became human again. It just really is a summation of the journey. What's happening for me right now is the religious unpacking and unlearning is starting to return. And it's like, oh, when you read that before, it actually means this to you now because you're at a different level of understanding in your awakening journey. And by awakening, I don't mean that's sound woo-woo, because I know there's some people don't subscribe to the woo-woo, but it's, to me, one and two sides of the same coin. Science and spirituality need each other to be expressed fully as you're journeying in your human experience. So for me, that works. And for so many others, it's starting to work and it's starting to click. And that is validating my heart. That is validating the child in me. That's like, here's this work of art that I'm giving to the world. And it's not that I hope you like it. It's more so I hope that it unlocks something for you, because I had to search a whole bunch of things out to make my life make sense. And my recipe is not your recipe, but maybe there are some ingredients in here that will help you. So for anyone that is searching, that is feeling stuck or feeling lost, and they're on this soul searching journey, I hope that my book helps you. But if it's not my book, there are so many other books out there that I have read that are still being created. There are people telling their stories now. And so I hope you find what you're looking for. But yeah, I hope you find what you're looking for.